With all due respect to the various commentators and political pundits, what is going on in the Middle East right now, the so-called Arab Spring, is essentially mob rule, and I seriously doubt if anyone in the West knows exactly what the final outcome will be. It is most assuredly, though, not a demonstration for democracy, and for a very solid reason. Islam and democracy are antithetical. They cannot coexist. Islam is not about the common people of a community, but the privileged class. Now that Mubarak has been deposed, Egypt has simply changed from a single dictator to the military elites, and probably soon will be, if not at present, a government dominated by Islamic extremists.
We don't get fooled again.
History, as well as the modern state of affairs throughout the Muslim world, testifies emphatically to this truth. Islam does not allow for a democratic form of government. While pundits and reporters loudly decried the dictator Mubarak, all have failed to point out that there is not a single predominantly Muslim democracy anywhere in the world. Egypt will not be the lone exception. Now, the real issue for the West will not be whether Egypt is a dictatorship or democracy, but whether or not they will abrogate an Egyptian-Israeli peace treaty of some 30 years, leaving Israel once again completely surrounded by hostile neighbors. Considering the current turmoil throughout the Middle East, the situation is fraught with danger for the world at large, but especially for Israel. People in the West somehow seem to overlook the fact that of all the Middle Eastern nations, only Israel is continually threatened with complete annihilation. Prime Minister Netanyahu, I would venture to say, spoke on behalf of most of the Jewish people worldwide when he said at a recent Auschwitz ceremony, quote, "From this site, I vow as the leader of the Jewish state that we will never again allow the hand of evil to destroy the life of our people and the life of our state. Never again." Close quote. A word to the wise. He reiterated that in a recent address to a joint session of the U.S. Congress, and he said, quote, "When we say never again, we mean never again."